Well, our future is at stake. I keep saying this, and it's not a complicated analysis. The science is saying that based on the report, fourth assessment and the fifth assessment report of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, that within this century there will be a certain rise in sea level, and that's far more than our islands can take. But already we are feeling impacts which really are well beyond the rise in sea level. Okay, we're getting flooding, we're getting storms which we never did get. And so we need to have a solution coming out of Paris.
But if it is a foregone conclusion no matter what happens, what's the point of a deal now?
Well, what's the point? Well, we need to survive. We need to live. We have the right to do that. And I think we are owed that by the international community.
But you're saying your islands will be overrun regardless of the deal, eventually, that you're already feeling the effects that the sea levels are rising.
What you're saying is, why are we participating in the whole process?
What is to be gained from this process if that's going to happen anyway?
We need adaptation funding. We need resources in order to be able to build our resilience. But I think what you're saying is, why argue for 1.5, 2 degrees, or whatever it says? Well, I think it's important to do that because what is going to happen to us is going to be the fate of the rest who will follow.
Eventually? Eventually. How alone do you feel?
Well, personally, when I was having a go at this for many years, I felt so lonely, isolated, and really unheard. Nobody was hearing what I was saying. And I don't think people are now saying it. What I've been saying over the years, everybody's saying it. But we're still not finding very concrete solutions on the table. There is nobody coming forward to say, we will build your resilience so that you can survive. What we're arguing about is whether it's 1.5 or 2 degrees, whether anybody's going to be willing to pay loss and damage and compensation or not. But nobody has come forward to deal, because there's a perception that that is still way down the line. But the reality is, for us, that is not the case. We already are dealing with this.
Your fallback position is to go to Fiji.
Our fallback position is always to migrate. Fiji has offered to accept our people. We have bought land in Fiji.
So you would be the first climate refugees as a nation?
Well, I've always rejected the notion of refugees because it's not a nice term, okay? Whether it's the right term or not, I don't know. But what I've been advocating is a policy of migration with dignity. And the reason is because we have the time, we know what's happening, and we should be preparing, and which we are, upskilling our people, training them so that those who choose to do so can migrate today on merit with dignity as people with qualifications who would go into the new community as worthwhile citizens, not as refugees and second-class citizens.
But is it us? Is it the developing nations who you feel most angry with? Or
I'm not angry.
You're not angry? How can you not be angry when your whole people are facing what they're facing?
Will it make any difference if I was angry? I don't have the means to influence the outcome. What I need to do is to get people to feel a little guilty, a little sense of morality, a little sense of responsibility that they need to see justice done here. But anger is not the right response, because would you care if I was angry? I mean, you don't get angry to a bigger boy, okay? You hope that they will be able to see what it is that they need to do.
Mr. President, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to tell our story.